That is
JP.
And this is Googie. This is the
JP
and Googie podcast. We back, baby. What is good? You already know. Let's start it off right, baby. Spence, you already know, Playboy. What's the world thinking, JP? How many hats does this man own? The answer is
6.
more than you, Playboy. Let's get this going. Torpedo bats, you already know. I'm coming with the torpedo bats, right? You already know, baby. It's Yankees for life. JP, are we gonna get straight to it, JP?
I don't know, are we?
How's life treating you, JP?
It's been okay. Been regular, as always.
What's new, JP? What's new?
Nothing new.
JP, I heard a story, JP.
About what?
About you. You know what I mean? I heard your name is ringing out on these streets, JP. Is that true?
Listen, please. No, it's not.
I heard you got a new nickname in these streets, JP.
No, don't say anything.
JP, is there a reason why the world is calling you Vape Queen? JP, do you want to talk about that story or not?
No.
JP, you don't want to tell the people why you're Vape Queen now?
I'm not Vape Queen.
You know, I was thinking about this, JP, right? You know, you get to a certain age, right, where you got to start talking to your kids about things. You know, I love my daughter. I have the greatest daughter in the world, right? For me, she's always going to be little. You know, still up to this year, Santa left presents under the tree. You know, so you know she's getting big now, right?
Right.
And now you got to start talking about adult stuff, right? Talk about a transition vape queen, right? I'm talking to your mother.
I don't vape.
And we're like, yo, when are we gonna tell our daughter about weed? Yo, when are we gonna start introducing these topics? All right. You don't know how to bring it up to your kid. You know, you're like, listen, I don't know what to say to them. I don't know how to do. What's the icebreaker, right? Hey, JP, do you know what weed is?
Yeah.
What's weed, honey?
A drug.
Yeah, what kind of drug is it? What's some street names for it? Marijuana. Yo, what's going on here? Yo, we was cooking though. Yeah, all right, we're back. Listen, we got things going on here, but we're gonna keep it moving. Listen, JP, when it gets to that time, right, and you want to know about the birds and the bees, go ask your mother. Don't ask me, all right? So, JP.
You think I don't know what that is already?
Just don't bring it up to me. Bring it up to your mother.
Why can't you talk?
Okay, JP, listen. All right, I got to tell you what I did. I got to tell you what's new with your father.
What'd you do this time?
I opened up my Facebook after 5 years, JP.
Don't look it up.
I'm not going to lie to you. It's one of the greatest things I've done this year so far.
Why?
Because every morning you can just hear me laughing, right? Why? Because I'm watching Facebook Reels, right?
Are you serious?
So Facebook has this algorithm, you know what I mean? Just like everywhere else, right? And man, this algorithm has everything that I like, JP, all right? And you know what your father likes, right?
I don't know. Baseball.
Baseball cards. Picking on people. Laughing at people.
We know.
Being prejudiced.
We know.
Judging people.
We know.
Everything, JP. It's got BBWs with big boobies.
Huh?
I mean, this Facebook reel is too legit to quit, right, JP? Right? On top of it, right, I went out of my way, JP. And you said, you know what I'm going to do?
What?
I'm going to message people that I haven't spoke to in 20 plus years.
Why would you do that?
And I'm going to say, hey, Playboy, how'd your life turn out?
No.
So listen, all right? JP, people think that your father's racist, right? I am not racist. Do you know why, JP?
Well,
I don't like white people either, JP. All right? You know this. I've said this to you, right? Can you trust somebody that has a college fund? Have you ever seen anybody tan plus, right? Tan plus, baby, right? Have a college fund, JP?
don't know.
You've never seen it. Listen. I like one white person, my doctor, Eric. I love you, my guy. All right. Besides that, right? I don't trust white people.
What about mom? Huh? You don't love her?
Yeah, mom. You know what I mean? That's about it. All right, JP.
Mom's family?
Mom's family. Oh, you know I love mom's family. You know what I mean? But listen, JP, you already know. All right? They have excess money. That's why they're always happy. I told you that. Remember that?
Do they though?
They damn sure do. Why do you think it's called white privilege? They don't call it tan privilege. JP, they call it white privilege for a reason. Why? Because white people are privileged, JP.
No, yo.
All right, so listen, all right, I gotta get to the good part about Facebook, right?
Sure.
All right, I'm scrolling through this thing, right? And we'll get to the good part first, right? Man, I see all my guys on there, man. You mean so many years has passed, and some of my guys out there, man, they have families now, they're married. Man, I was so happy for them. JP, I never told you about Vinny. I'm gonna tell you about Vinny, right?
Who's that?
Vinny is my favorite Asian man I've ever met in my life.
Winnie the Pooh? Vinny?
No, Vincent. Put some respect on his name, right? I'm gonna tell you where I met him. I met him when I was working at Walmart, right? And Vinny was going to college, and he was a temp there. Super nice guy, right?
Yeah.
I liked about Vinny too is I would go up to him, talk smack about the other workers. He'd laugh. He found me funny. You know, super nice kid, right?
Yeah.
Do you know who Vinny looks like?
No.
He looks like Mr. Chow from The Hangover. Toodaloo, motherfucker! Sucking these little Chinese nuts! Yo, Vinny, you know, you solidified it for me, bro. Sucking these little Chinese... you solidified it for me, bro. You know why? JP, you know it is true. What they say. All Asian people are smart.
Bro, stop.
You know why that's true,
You're
JP?
You're gonna get canceled, bro. Stop.
No, listen, JP. Listen. All right. I'm going to tell you why it's true, right? Mm-hmm. Vinny, right? He went and he had a baby, right? And on his first try, he got it right.
When he got it right?
He had a baby with a white woman. Yo, Vinny, you're going to be happy for the rest of your life, playboy. All right. Yo, shout out to Vinny, man. That's my guy. He's working at Geico now, he told me. Hey. He's selling full body coverage plans. You know what I mean? I said, Vinny, when they call you up, right, what you got to hit them with is, but did you die? Bro. All right, that's my guy, yo. Swag had a baby, man. Shout out to Swag. That's my childhood best friend, man. Man, Sticks, we got to talk. I told Sticks I want to do an interview with him one day. You know, he's a Queens legend. Grew up with all those guys, right? It was amazing to see. JP, but that wasn't my favorite part. You know, that was beautiful. You know, they all had babies. Beautiful families. I've been talking to all my guys, right? JP, but do you know what makes your father happier than anything else?
What?
Seeing people down bad, JP. That's my favorite. JP, do you want to know? Listen, I've had so much fun on this Facebook, JP. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've had a ball, right, JP? Mm-hmm. You know, so once you catch up with people, right, you're like, listen, I'm gonna spread this net wide, right? I want to check up on some of my ex-girlfriends. Let's see how they're doing, playboy.
What's wrong with you?
Right?
It's not
okay. Man, it was amazing, JP. Right? They're all single moms. Let's clap it up, JP. They ruined their families.
Even.
Let's go.
Amanda?
I don't listen. We don't talk about that lady. All right.
I'm sorry.
This was a beautiful thing. Right? I'm gonna drop names because I don't care. All right.
Full names?
Nah, I'll just drop the first one. Mm-hmm. Erica with a K. Right? She got 3 kids. Right?
Yeah.
Listen. Okay, so your father used to date Latina girls growing up. That was like his thing. You know what I mean? And then I realized one day, listen, Latinas. Here's the difference between Latinas and white women. Right? Latinas, when they get upset, they punch you in the face.
Oh my God.
When white women get upset, they cry. That's the difference, all right? So from the age of 19 up, it was nothing but white women. Just amazing decision. You know, that's why I complimented Vinny. Erica, right? Man, I was looking at her. She got 3 kids, JP, right? She got the mouth of a Binghamton Rumble pony, JP. She looked like she got the bite force of a saltwater crocodile.
What, so like a huge overbite?
JP,
Oh, wait.
JP,
Does she have custody of the kids though?
Listen, she ruined her family. That's all that matters.
Anyway.
JP, she got the same mouth as the dad from Death of a Unicorn.
The dad doesn't even. Why are you paying attention to his mouth?
JP, Erica is down and deservingly so, girl. All right. Ooh, wait, we ain't done here, right? Well, let's talk about Jasenia. Jasenia, I didn't forget about what you did, man.
How do you spell that?
All right, we don't care about that. All right. Oh man, Jasenia, your word to everything, right? She had the same mustache as I do right now. Let's go. Yeah,
That's so mean.
Yeah, she had a mustache, right? Single mom, and her makeup was terrible. She didn't know how to powder her nose. I was like, Jasenia, yo, you down bad, girl,
Like,
right?
You know how to do makeup?
And then she was built like Andrew Thomas. You know who that is?
No.
That's the starting left tackle for the New York Giants. Let's go. Yeah, Facebook. It's amazing. Jimmy, how do you feel about anything that I've said over the last, let's just say 15 minutes?
I'm not
12
even
minutes?
surprised, but you're gonna get canceled.
I'm gonna get canceled. You think?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Listen, JP, I never said I was Peter's dad. All right? Yo, let's talk about that real quick.
I hate Peter's dad. I'm sorry, Peter.
Yo, listen, I didn't say I was the best dad. I said I was the coolest dad, JP. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy, right? He had a shirt on during that play that said, "The world's greatest." How dare you, Peter?
Jesus.
Peter's dad. And, I still ain't get over that. I'm gonna walk in with the world's coolest dad on one day.
Please don't.
Why can't I do that, JP? What's wrong?
Because I cringe.
Why, vape queen?
I don't vape, bro.
That's not what they say in the school.
It was because I freaking had to go to the nurse's
Okay.
I had to go to the bathroom, but people were thinking I was skipping and vaping.
You were skipping and vaping.
Like, I've never skipped a day in my life. Just
Because
to clear that up,
girl. You know what I mean? You don't even listen. You're my daughter.
Where would I even get a vape from anyway? Exactly.
Listen, you're fun. Just leave it like that.
Fun?
100%. You know what I mean? You about that life, girl. Let's go. Give yourself some more credit.
Mr. Ryan, if you see this, I'm sorry.
Shout out to Mr. Ryan. You already know. JP, let's get into it, JP, right? So your father, he took you to the movies, right? Mm-hmm. What did we see?
Death of a Unicorn.
Death of a Unicorn, baby.
Yeah.
You already know. We still go to the movies. I told you about this, right?
Like every week.
And JP, Erica, she got the same mouth as the unicorn dad at Death of a Unicorn.
What unicorn dad? Oh.
It just hit you.
I thought you meant like.
What's up, girl?
The one girl's dad.
No, the unicorn, JP.
Okay.
Tearing people apart. Are you tearing people apart, girl? JP, listen. When she eats a quarter of the cob, she eats the whole thing. The whole cob. You down bad, girl. Now let's talk about Death of a Unicorn, JP. Did you like that movie?
Yeah, it was actually really good.
It was better than I thought it was.
Yeah.
All right, so the cast, right? Let's talk about the cast, right? You know I was in heaven, JP. You know, what's the first thing I told you before we got into the movie theater? Tell me you remember.
You were like, I'm sorry for what you're about to see.
True, but what else did I tell you?
I don't know, about how Jenna Ortega was going to have a nose.
Let's go. All right, listen. Do I have a weird crush on this girl?
Yeah, she's like in her 20s.
She's got a septum. She might be like 21. Her septum was pierced in the movie, and she had a vape in the movie. Let's go. You know I like both things. All right. Am I a 37-year-old man soon to be? Yes. Do I have a crush on a 21-year-old? Yes.
Please no.
All right. But this was a win-win, JP.
Why?
Because your mother's crush is who? Paul Rudd. Can we break this down? She likes Ant-Man, JP. right? When do you think this crush started? When she's seen Clueless. She was 8 years old.
Bruh.
And I'm the weird one, JP, in a situation. She got a crush on Paul Rudd. I've seen, oh man, Paul Rudd, right? I never seen a guy make so much out of his talent, man. Paul Rudd is amazing. If you've never seen I Love You, Man, if you've never seen This Is 40, these are things that you need to watch ASAP. Classic movies, man. I'm talking about. Paul Rudd is an absolute legend. Lock it in, right? So, Death of a Unicorn, right? You want to tell the people what this movie was about?
Okay, so it's like about this like single dad and this like kid, and then they like are driving in this car and they're going to this like house. I think the dad's like, isn't he like trying to get a job or something with the people? Or something.
He's trying to solidify the future for the family.
Yeah.
So by
the mom died or something.
The mom passes away, and he's trying to become a partner of a pharmaceutical firm because the president or the owner of the firm is dying. So he wants to secure a future for his family's life so that they never have to worry about money anymore.
Yeah, but the family is a bunch of white bozos, and then freaking so they drive there, and basically as they're driving there, they like hit this horse thing, but it's actually a unicorn, and then like the dad's like panicking, talking about how like he'll like if he like gets caught or something, he'll be cooked, and then like the girl like touches the horn or whatever because it like lights up, and then she like sees like these galaxy things. I don't even know. And then like ever since she like is like connected with the unicorns or whatever, she's like one with the unicorns, like the unicorn ruler. I don't even know. And then like they like put it in the car and they're like holding on to it so that they can bury it later or something. And then the white family or whatever, they see it and then they're all like freaking out because it's actually still alive, even though the dad like was like trying to kill it.
100%. So what the family wants to do, right? Like most entrepreneurs, is they see the opportunity to make a profit off of the unicorn blood, is what it is. So
because it like heals like
100%. JP, we can't tell them the whole movie. They might want to see this thing. All right. I really like the CGI in the movie. You know what I mean? I was surprised. It was funny. I like the son. He kept snorting the unicorn horn dust.
He was smoking it too. The CGI when like they would like kill the people, it was mad scary because like the mom like
it was scary. You think at times?
They like got the organs ripped out and stuff, and like, pulling them apart, and I was like, ew.
Yo, the unicorns were going bananas in this movie, right, JP?
Mad scary.
What was your favorite part of the movie?
Favorite part?
Yeah.
Probably like maybe when it's like her and her dad are like bonding or whatever, and for some reason he like makes a dumb decision and like basically dies, and then he gets brought back to life.
Okay, JP, we can't give him. JP.
I'm sorry.
Listen, is it Death of a Unicorn spoiler? Yeah. JP, do you know what the relationship reminded me of at the beginning? What? Me and my relationship with Chloe. On the rocks.
Bruh.
Yeah, it's a relationship with a teenager. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You know, so it's difficult. You know, but he's just a father trying to give his daughter his best life because mom passed away, and that's what he promised her. Mm-hmm. So, man, I'd like to say, right, as big of a crush as I do have on her,
because he's weird.
I mean, she's a phenomenal actress. She's one of the best young actresses we have in the game. I was so excited today, and I was scrolling on my phone, and they finally, right, confirmed a second season of Wednesday.
They actually.
They don't know when it's going to come out, right? But they confirmed
it.
It's been 3 years. I know. It's been criminal because Wednesday was the best show of 2022. I mean, hands down, the only trash part was the CGI monster. It was a 9.9. I was telling everybody about it. She's a phenomenal actress, man. She's such a great talent. And, she's got it all, JP.
It's just like people were making it cringe because of like that one trend where it's like the Wednesday dance.
I mean, the Wednesday dance was hard though when you see it.
Yeah, but everyone.
The internet made it whack, right? But that's why you don't follow the internet. You know what I mean? Like, I don't follow anything on the internet.
You follow the internet. You watch Facebook Reels every morning. What do you mean?
Which are fantastic, JP.
No, they're not.
I mean,
I thought you were weird for watching YouTube Shorts, but now you watch Facebook Reels.
I'm not gonna lie. My algorithm is everything I want it to be, JP. All right. I get on there. I'm just laughing.
Next, you're gonna watch freaking Google Giggles or something.
Google Giggles. They got that.
I came up with that.
Google Giggles.
I'm sure that'll exist.
Yeah, listen, right? If Google drops the Giggles, bro, we're putting a lawsuit.
Listen.
All right, yo, it's a come up right now because we're gonna sue them for JP inventing this thing. All right, Google Giggles. No, it's really hard to beat a movie with that cast. When they show the trailer, they don't really show anything. You know what I mean? It's like, so you're going based off of that cast. And the cast and Death of a Unicorn was fantastic.
The son pissed me off, though, and the dad.
Yeah?
And the mom.
Yeah?
And basically the whole family.
Right.
They were all mad and annoying for no reason.
Okay. All right, JP. You want to tell the world anything or what? What are you thinking right now?
What do you mean?
JP, you want to tell the world why we're about to boycott Taco Bell or no?
Oh, the Taco Bell experience? Do we have time for that? It's a long one.
We got time, girl.
All right. So, basically, after we watched Death of a Unicorn, we were like, oh.
Because I love my daughter, right? I said to
interrupting
her mom, I said, hey, listen, what do we do? All right, I got the app open. Do we just go home and eat dinner or
get a Taco Bell?
Yeah.
And so, I just look over and I'm just like, and I see him ordering Taco Bell on his phone, and I'm like, yay, because, Baja Blast and my chalupa and my taco, and my cinnamon toast, but anyway, so he orders it, right? And so then we drive because we think it's just going to be our regular visits or whatever, and then we go, and then as we're walking into the thing, there's this lady that's she says something I don't know, I forget what she said, but she was saying something about how it was going to be a long wait, and we were like, ha 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 ha.
That's exactly what we did. We said, this lady's crazy. Let's go inside.
And we were whatever. And so then we walked in, and then there was 10,000 people, and we had to wait 40 minutes for our food. And there was this one guy who 100%. Had to wait 2 hours for his Taco Bell and stuff. It was mad dirty, first of all. Second, the workers were probably just sleeping in the back or something. And then we're getting all confused because they were like, oh, this doesn't have a sticker on it. And yeah.
JP, right? We have a little bit more time. I want to get this off, right, JP?
Oh, he stole a person's food, by the way. But anyway.
That was our food. They just got the order wrong, too. They didn't
I think it was 3 burritos.
They didn't put the cinnamon sticks in there. Twists.
Yeah.
Listen, all right. Taco Bell, you're losing me at this point, all right? I would like to tell the world something, JP, right now, right? Everybody listening out there. Uber Eats and DoorDash is not a real job. You understand this? I'm passionate about this one, JP.
Aaliyah's offended because she... I'm
going to cook them right now.
She gets DoorDash every day. Same with Bella.
I'm going to cook them right now, JP. You ready for this? All right? JP, do you want to know what a real job is?
What?
Provides health care. Vacation.
Well...
Retirement.
If it pays the bills, then...
It doesn't pay anybody's bills. Listen, you go to a restaurant now.
Why would they get the job if they
and you got 14 DoorDashes before they get to yours? And it's everybody's dad. Back in the days when you went to school, right, you were so proud. You were like, oh, my dad does this for a living. My dad does this. In 2025, kids go to school. They're like, what does your dad do? Oh, he does DoorDash. What does my dad do? He does Uber Eats. And they meet up at 3:30 at Taco Bell. Listen. Get a real job, all right? DoorDash, Uber Eats, any of that kind of stuff, right? That's not real.
Listen,
all right?
I have an opinion. Okay, I want to add on. If it's one of your first jobs and you're just a teen trying to pay off or
a teen, what? You need a car and a license.
Stop interrupting me. You like to interrupt all the time. Anyway, if you're in college trying to pay off student debt or whatever, then as one of your jobs, then okay, it's fine. But if you're a grown adult in your 30s or 40s still doing DoorDash, then what's wrong with you? Get a job.
You're disrespecting the pizza delivery guy. That kid is 18 years old and he's making stuffed crust. You're out there. You're 49, right? You got 3 kids, and because you don't want to clock in at 7 a.m., let's DoorDash at 3:30 and act like we got a real job. You're embarrassing. All right. I want to go back to men were men. All right. Anything. Take me back to the 90s.
All right.
Listen.
It'll never go back to the 90s.
Listen. You walk in, right? It's 14 months. They come in. They walk in front of you. No respect too. I take my daughter out. She likes Taco Bell. You think I want to go to Taco Bell? I never want to go to Taco Bell. I love my daughter. You understand? I take her to the Taco Bell, right? Because that's what she likes, right? The deluxe box, right? I get her what she likes, right? I got a mutt walks right next to me, right? Right, just walks right by, skips the line. DoorDash, here to pick up Listen.
There was like
DoorDash.
There was like 10 DoorDash orders, and
every time you go,
and there were no drivers.
Every time you go, 19 DoorDash orders. Okay, we're gonna get to you in about an hour. We gotta cover this 19 DoorDashes. Listen, get a real job. That's all I gotta say. JP, how do you feel, my love? How you doing?
About how do I feel about what?
How you dealing with at the junior high school rumors?
Yeah, because people like a very interesting man. That's my neighbor. He likes to make up stuff about me, saying that I'm skipping class and vaping.
You know what I told you, right?
And he's like, I know where you live. Like, I know where you live too. We live across from each other.
I told you, sweetheart. Listen, you gotta stop worrying about what people say to you.
Why are you giving me a TED Talk on the podcast?
TED Talk? What's a TED Talk? Break that down to me.
I don't know. It's like
Who's Ted?
You're Ted.
I'm Ted?
Yeah, you're Ted. You don't know what a TED Talk is?
Nah, tell me what TED Talk is.
It's like you're like giving someone like advice or like moral
Have
support.
I ever given you bad advice before?
Sometimes, yeah.
One time, break it down.
Multiple times.
Name one time I've led you astray, JP.
When I told you about the rumors, you just laughed and said that I should go along with it and say that I do vape. This was literally yesterday. It's one of the 100,000 times that he's led me astray.
Listen, you know what I mean? Go with it, yo.
No!
Because you badass like that, girl.
Well, now they know that I don't vape, so what's the point of even?
JP, sometimes you gotta rock the rumors, girl. You badass. You go in with a biker jacket tomorrow. They'll be like, ooh, let's go.
No, everyone will
badass.
Make fun of you. Everyone will make fun of you for that.
Nah, JP, that's called swag.
No.
You know what I mean?
Swag.
You never seen Olivia
Newton-John
John and throw that on at the end of Grease?
I was just about to say that's Grease swag from the 60s.
Hard. She had the Newport and the.
This is 2025.
JP, you would be killing it in that school.
No.
Let's go, JP.
No.
You badass, JP. No. Because I need a man who's gonna leave me sad. I gotta wake up.
I know what you're saying.
Oh, Sandy. Yo, that's one of the greatest movies ever, right?
Yeah.
Honestly, there's one part of that movie, right, that ruins it for me.
What?
I tell your mother this all the time.
What?
When John Travolta, he's singing that one song, and then he makes that really zesty sound. He goes like this. Oh.
Wait, I feel like I remember.
I said, why he do that for? Like, it is the zestiest man sound of all time.
So if you were him, would you make that sound?
Yo, I would have said, listen, we're taking this out of the movie. Yo, Grease is phenomenal. Grease one happened so fast. Summer loving. Summer loving. I love that song, man.
Yeah.
We gotta watch Grease again. And then I'm gonna point out that part where he goes, oh. JP, I love you, girl. Greatest daughter in the world. That is
JP.
This is
Googie.
You already know, Playboy. You already know, bringing that heat. Yo, we out. Yo, this is Death of a Unicorn, man. Let's go.
Peace.